Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are back on the Mercedes and we're going to take care of an eyesore that, in addition to everything else that's wrong with this car, has been bothering me since the day that we got it. I'm sure that many of you guys have seen what I did to the front bumper, where I replaced the bumper itself and the cover, but I never got around to replacing this guy, which on both corners has been broken, and for long enough that moss has actually started growing inside and creating a little ecosystem of Mercedes-Benz body. So today what we're going to do is pull that bumper off, pull this cover out. I have a new to me but much better condition than this one crash bar thing, whatever Mercedes calls this. We're going to replace that, polish out this bumper so it's not so gross, and obviously go show it off somehow. It's supposed to be, I guess, just one on each end. Pull that off and the whole bumper's supposed to just come out. I don't see any other bolt anywhere else, so we'll get those and check that out. Looks like these flaps on either side are probably to it too. It's right where there's some plastic clips that I saw on the older junkyard bumper. That's the annoying part, where it's too tight for your fingers but too loose for the ratchet. Looks like somebody put a ground strap here and did just an awful job of it. Serious? There you go. They should have a word for that, where it's too loose for the ratchet but too tight for your fingers. It's already sagging down, so hopefully, oh, just like that. Now what we have to go in and do is unclip all of these from here all the way down. They have like a three-way clip where you have to bring them flat and then they can slide all the way out. This is obviously nearly 40-year-old plastic, so it's all dry and brittle. Our bumper cover itself is in great condition. There's no cracks or scratches or anything. It just needs a good polish, but these clips could very easily damage the bumper cover itself. So got a couple of different pliers, a trim tool, and we're going to see if we can just gently massage this cover out of here, and then we'll go in and clean everything up as we go. Before we take the clips, there are about 6 screws on each end of this bumper, and pull those off. If it'll snap again. It seems to help is to kind of put some pressure down on here. That puts pressure on each clip, and then push that center of each clip in, and that relieves the pressure, but then also allows it to come undone. One old nasty impact cushion gonzo. This is our new cover. It looks a little rough, but there are no cracks and no real major gouges or scratches, so it looks a whole lot nicer than the one that we have there. I'm just going to give it a quick scrub with some general purpose cleaner and a brush, and it can dry while we polish that other bumper, so that way we can come in and put some of that restore stuff on it. While the bumper's off, I'm gonna clean under here where you normally don't get to see or reach. Give it a good little spray with some GP and then scrub it down, hose it off. This area is not always the easiest to reach because the bumper kind of sticks out a bit. So I'm going to pull this plate off and we're going to polish all inside here. While this is all off, we might as well. Although I'm not a fan of license plates, what Mercedes did is actually kind of nice. I like these little standoffs. What we're going to have to do is find some nicer screws and put those in there, just to kind of clean everything up eventually. This area is not too bad, so we're just going to do a light cut and polish.
Look what that means.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any of that other type of ceramic wax, but what I do got is this liquid form of it, just stuff that you can get from like O'Reilly's and stuff. And what I'm gonna do is kind of like a 3-layer sort of protection thing, at least for now. This stuff is easy to apply. You just wipe it on in a single direction, and it says you have to leave it to cure for about 3 to 5 minutes. What I found is when you do one panel and then move on to the next, by the time you're finished wiping it on the next panel, it's time to wipe off this one. It doesn't haze, so you're not watching for that. You're just simply applying it and hoping that it's dry enough. By the time you reach the panel, you gotta wipe clean. Next, I'm gonna put some of this carnauba wax, and this one's much easier because you just wipe it on. By the time you're done with the panel, it's ready to wipe off. Some guys are putting this on their leather and their steering wheel. One, this is supposed to create a barrier. That's number one, right? And think about that. That barrier is slippery for one, and two, if you're putting it on leather, leather is porous and it requires moisture. If you're blocking, one, the moisture from reaching the leather, and or blocking the pores so that it can accept oils and stuff like that when you're putting in the moisturizers, you're accelerating its drying out period. So it's gonna fail. That's number one. And number two, you're creating a dangerous situation where you're making your steering wheel slippery. Are you completely illogical? Anyway, for paint, not for leather. Some of these will say interior, like for interior uses. For your plastics and for your wood grain that you have, you clean that stuff up and you put like a nice coat of wax on your plastics, some of the plastics that are supposed to be shiny, and then also on that wood grain if you have it, but not on your leather, and especially not on your steering wheel. Are you trying to die? For my last step is just a quick wax. Well, added something to it. The bumper is painted with single stage and it's a lot chalkier, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive with this one, a more aggressive cut. And what we're gonna do is called a mow down technique, which I'm guessing was coined from Larry Casilla. So we're gonna hit that, and it's gonna be a 3-step: the heavy cut, intermediate, and then a nice polish. So we don't scratch up our freshly polished paint by installing that thing, I'm gonna put some tape first. That way, just in case we drop it or something like that, it won't scratch anything up. gonna get it in. Those clips align, some of them are sticking out a little bit. Nice. There we go. There we go. Of course, some of the tape ought to get stuck.
It did, it did.
Such a smooth surface, it's taped on really good, you know? This Meguiar's Ultimate Black stuff seems to be working lately. I've used it, and I think the last time I did it on the front was 6 months prior, and it held up fine, so I'm gonna keep using it. One time and you got plenty. I only have this much, so it's worth it. This one's easy. You apply it like a dressing and then wipe off the excess. These are the bumper mounts. On mine they're a little broken, so luckily from the other one we have 2 fresh ones. Looks sick. Now, time to go for a drive.